Fusion Supply Chain online training. So this training is sponsored by Rainbow Training Institute. So we have connected today to understand the Oracle Fusion supply chain capabilities, and also we are going to discuss about what are all the what is why it is called as a fusion application. Some of you might have already worked in fusion application. Some of you it might be new to many of the people. So we are going to understand what is this fusion application, why this is a great hit in market, and now many openings are coming, why that is happening. And then we are going to understand the course content, like what are all the total modules is available, and out of the total modules or offerings, what are all the modules which we will be concentrating in our training. So this is the agenda for today. Day one, we are going to do that. And in day two, tomorrow, we are going to have session for accessing the application and understand the navigation and all those things. Tomorrow we are going to do that within the system. And from Monday, we will be continuing with our session with our regular agenda based on the course content. So this is the plan for this particular batch. So now let us first understand why it is called as a fusion application. Okay, so you might have heard in recent years that Oracle have purchased PeopleSoft, Oracle have purchased Siebel, JD Edwards. So these applications are ERP applications, and these applications have been purchased by Oracle in recent years. Even now Java, do you know Java is a product of which company?
Yeah, Oracle.
Oracle, yeah. So Oracle have purchased Java as well. So this happened long back because they want to develop this application called Fusion. Excuse me. Yeah, so Oracle want to develop an application called Fusion, which has all the best-in-class functionalities from various applications. For example, eBusiness Suite is very good in financials. That's very hit in market. Lot of companies are using eBusiness Suite, and PeopleSoft is very good in HRMS. All the payroll, human capital management, it's very good in HRMS. And then Siebel is very good in CRM, customer relationship management. And JD Edwards is very good in procurement. So each and every product has its own USP. They call it as universal selling point. And based on that particular feature, they will sell their product to the customer, and slowly they will just set the footprint in other areas as well. For example, mainly for financials, eBusiness Suite will be purchased by a client. Then when they have the financials in eBusiness Suite, then what will happen? They want to put procurement, they want to put supply chain, they want to put inventory management, manufacturing, planning, everything in eBusiness Suite. So the complete company will be in the eBusiness Suite. Likewise, the PeopleSoft also did. So PeopleSoft, they will just sell their product mainly for HRMS. Then based on that, they have introduced procurement and financials, all those things. So they also have all these modules. So now Oracle had purchased everything, and they have taken the best-in-class functionality from each and every product, and they have put it together, and they have developed this application called Fusion application. And that is the reason the Fusion application is called mother of all ERP. Now that is the statement used by Oracle as well as many of the consultants, even many of the consulting organization, to explain Fusion. Fusion is called as mother of all ERPs now, because it has all the best-in-class features. And also one more thing you have to understand, like there is a myth, after eBusiness Suite, we will go into Fusion application. For example, we came from 11.8 to R12. From R12, we have various releases, 12.2, 12.3, 12.4, like this, various releases are there. So now after R12, we will go into Fusion application. It is not like that. So the application-wise, the architecture-wise, eBusiness Suite and Fusion application are completely different. So even the table structure schemas is changed. The front end of the complete application is changed. So once after eBusiness Suite, we will not go into Fusion application. If you want to go into Fusion application, we have to do a re-implementation for Fusion application. So now many clients who are available in eBusiness Suite are moving towards cloud, and that's why many implementation projects are now signed off and many openings are coming. Okay, so with this, if you have any questions, you can let me know, and then I will show you what is an analytics, and then where we can see that analytics in Fusion applications. We are going to see that. Before I'll take a pause here, and I would like to understand if there is any questions from you. Please be interactive, even if it is a very small question. Don't hesitate. Please let me know.
So,
Okay.
Ram, you mean to say that this for Fusion the versions have been started from 13 or 14?
Sorry, you broke in the middle. Can you repeat your statement?
No, you told there is no relationship between EBS and Fusion versions like R12, R13.
Right,
so
right.
Fusion, it is a different version, like starting from 1 till 13
Correct, correct.
something.
So Fusion also have versions from 1 to release 13. Now the latest release is release 13, update 19D. That is the latest release which we have in market, and many of the clients are still in 19A and 19B. Whenever while we do the implementation itself, various releases will come, and we have to upgrade the system and we have to deliver to client. So we are in release 13, 19D.
Release 14 is not yet available.
Release 14 is not yet available. So even in our project, just now we have upgraded from release 13, 19C to 19D. 14 is not yet available. Yeah. Okay, so now we will go into the analytics and see how this particular analytics is going to help every client to use this application. So now let me go into one of the applications. So this one, okay, 1 minute. Yeah, in this itself I can do it. Let me go to. I'm in one of the instance. So this is the Oracle Cloud frontend. So to access the Oracle Cloud, you don't need any forms or any other application you have to install. For example, you don't want to install Java. That is one of the biggest headache if we see in e-business suite. In case if the Java version got updated, then we won't be able to we won't be able to open the application. But in Fusion application, if you just have a browser and internet connection, that is enough. You don't need to install anything. Only for ADFDA, like uploading information through Excel file, we have an option called ADF, Application Development Framework Desktop Integration. For that only, we just need to install a plugin. That is also not a software, it's a plugin. And other than that, for using the application, you don't want to install anything. So you can see this is the link. We will just provide you an instance after you register. So this is the link in which I'm just logging. This is the instance link, and then let me enter the password. So enter the username. Let me enter the username. B28 Procurement Manager is the username which I'm entering, and let me just enter the password. And then once I enter the password, I can log in into the application, and every form is called as a JSF pages, Java Server Faces. That is the technology used behind this. I think there is a technical consultant also in this group, so maybe he can just give some more idea for the team if you want. So this particular pages are designed using a concept called JSF, Java Server Faces, which is called as the lightweight component of Java. So you don't need so much of effort to access this particular pages. It will be so lightweight, so it can easily load into any browser whichever we access. So now you can see I'm going into procurement, and in procurement I am going into purchase orders. Okay, let me go into purchase orders. You can see whenever I go into purchase order screen, you can see this particular page is called as the dashboard. Okay, this is called as the dashboard. And in the dashboard, you can see various boxes are called, these are called as the info tiles. This is what we call it as analytics. In the analytics, it will show how many incomplete orders are there. There are 3 orders, which is incomplete orders. Then how many orders requires attention. So failed submission is 0 with the invoice holes, how many orders are rejected. So these information will be there. How many open schedules are there? Open schedules means we are yet to receive that particular purchase order. How many open schedules are there? How many orders in process? So you can see pending approval, pending acknowledgement, pending, you can see pending signature, change pending approval, change pending acknowledgement, change pending signature. So these are the status which is there. You can see how many order is under that particular status. And then how many requisition lines need action. How many requisition lines are not processed for more than 3 days or 7 days or 14 days. So that you can see. So likewise, the whole glimpse of that complete business will be shown in just 1 or 2. In just 1 or 2 minutes, you will be able to understand the complete business process. This is called as the info tiles, or this is called as the analytics. So this analytics will help the business to easily take action on things which is most important. This is not only restricted to this particular info tiles. Even you can create your own info tiles whichever you need, and you can just plug it over here. So for that you don't need any customization or pass cloud. You can directly create in a BI publisher. You can create the info tiles and you can just plug it over here. So that is much possible. Okay, and in case if I want schedule. Okay, schedule is nothing but the purchase order. So now let me just click on the schedule, open schedule. When I click on that schedule, it will show the 2 open purchase orders which is available in the system. So you don't need to go into task and then manage orders and query with certain conditions and then you have to get the order. So all the things in the info tiles are embedded with its data. That is called as the embedded analytics. When you click on that, you can see the corresponding 2 record will be available over here. You can just straight away take action on these 2 records quickly. So this particular thing is called as the embedded analytics. So this particular analytics is actually pushing most of the client towards Fusion application. Whenever we give any demo to users, and then when they see this particular analytics, they are very happy that they can easily take some action. They can easily use the Fusion application. Even you can just access through mobile. For example, if you want to make some approval, then you don't want a form-based system to approve it. You can just open, you can just log in into your application, go to the dashboard. In mobile, it will each and every info tile will show accordingly. This is actually even mobile also you can just access it. This is called as the responsive website. Automatically, it will display based on the devices in which you are seeing it. Okay, so this is one of the universal selling point we can say for Oracle Cloud application, based on which many clients coming into Fusion application. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and then we will move into the next topic. Any questions?
Is this user based? Like I see 2 and you can see 5 if you want to choose.
Exactly. Yes. That's we should not tell it as user based. We should tell it as role based. Here everything is controlled by the role based security. For example, we have a inventory manager is there. Inventory managers can see 20 info tiles. He can see a material transaction. He can see receiving transaction, cycle counting, min-max planning, all related info tiles inventory manager will see. But warehouse clerk will be there. He will see only how many receipts are pending to be received, how many shipments are pending to be shipped. He will see only 2 info tiles. So based on the role, we can just provide them the access. And also based on the data access as well. For example, there is an inventory clerk is there. That inventory clerk, he is having access to 2 inventory organization. Then he can see the information about the 2 inventory org. But another clerk, he is working for only 1 inventory org. Then he can see the information for only 1 inventory org. So this particular info tiles is provide the data based on 2 things. First one is based on the role, and another one is based on the data access which he has.
I think his question is, let's say for a particular role, you are showing both order requiring attention as well as order in progress. But I am not interested to see order in process. I want to see only order requiring attention. I mean, even though we belongs to the same role. So is there a user preference I can set? I want to show only
if this. You don't want to see this, you can just hide it. You can see, you can just click on hide and that will be hidden. Then again, if you want to re-bring that particular thing, you can just do it. That is also possible.
Okay, that will be hidden only for that user.
Correct, that will be hidden only for that user. Yes.
Okay. I was more of like, we have multiple customers. So if I am assigned to one customer, I'm only interested in seeing the data related to that customer. Is that way we can do it by role? That's what I was more interested in.
Yeah. So what you can do is, even you can just create a custom info tile, and then the custom info tile can be associated to one or 2 users also. Rather than assigning to a role, we can just assign to one role and we can assign that role to user. So you will be able to see the orders specific to that particular customer only. That is very much possible. This is purely customizable. This is completely customizable one in the SaaS itself.
So is that, info tiles created based on the queries?
Yes, SQL. We have to use the SQL and
queries.
Okay. We can see. We will put the top 10 queries, right? You'll put what is the top 10 customers, top 10 suppliers, or top 10 orders. So those queries only we will be using over here.
Okay.
Okay, maybe here you can see. So select some of orders, maybe order header ID, where we can put from the table name, PO table name, where you can just put the condition where the order status is equal to incomplete. So that is the query, basic query. You will use it just to sum all the orders which are in incomplete status, and you will just push that value over here. That you will just generate it as an info tile. It's a little bit of technical work. Little bit of who knows SQL and then BI Publisher can generate this particular info tiles.
Okay.
Okay. Fine. So any other questions? Okay, fine. So then we will move into next next topic called SaaS, IaaS, and then PaaS. Okay. So can anyone explain what is this SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS? Any idea anyone has on this? With respect to cloud application or with respect to Fusion application, any idea?
Yeah, IaaS is just they'll provide infrastructure, and then you need to build your own servers and installations. Whereas platform is like they provide both installation as well as infrastructure, and then you install the software. The third one is it combines everything and just you use it. I think Fusion is SaaS.
Exactly. Yeah, you rightly pointed out. Thanks for that. So let me just give you an real-time example as well. First, why do we need this SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS? First, let us understand that. Then we will see what we can do with that. So let's take the on-premise. So if you take the on-premise application, can you give me an example for an on-premise application?
Any application can be on-premises, right? Like, which you want to manage yourself,
right?
Including hardware, software.
Right. So if you take eBusiness Suite, eBusiness Suite is an on-premise application because we have to install that application in a server in your premises. So that's why eBusiness Suite is an on-premise application. PeopleSoft, it's an on-premise application. Siebel is an on-premise application. So these any application which you install in your server, then those are all called as the on-premise application. So when you use the on-premise application, there is a huge investment which should be borne by the company so that they can just start the project. For example, if they want to install, if they want to use the eBusiness Suite, what they will do, they will first purchase the server. So they have to at least invest maybe $1 million or $2 million for getting the servers. They have to set up the servers. They have to purchase the storage. They have to do the networking and all these things they have to do. And then on top of the application, they have to install the operating system. Then on top of the operating system, they can install the application, maybe the Oracle Fusion application, Oracle eBusiness Suite application. Even Oracle Fusion on-premise is there, but now it is not there. So any application they can install. But in this, they want to invest a lot of money whenever they want to move to ERP application. So that is a very big overhead for any business because they want to they put at least like $1 million or $2 million. Sometimes even for a big company, it will become they have to install at least $10 million to start the ERP application. They don't want to install so much amount. That is a big drawback for any company. So that is the drawback with respect to on-premise. And one more drawback we can say, when the demand increases or when the number of customers increases, we have to increase the servers and storage as well. That is also one more drawback. If you take this Amazon and then Flipkart, they are doing the big billion sale and then this Great Indian Sale. So on a specific days, maybe 4 to 5 days alone, billion people will log in, and they have to increase the storage and server to assist those billion people, or to respond to that billion people, so that the website will be fast. Then after that 5 days, the servers will be idle, which is actually that is, we are just investing so much and we are just having the servers idle. So that is a waste of money. So these are some of the drawbacks when we use the on-premise systems. So that is why we are going into the infrastructure as a service. In the infrastructure as a service, we will just purchase the infrastructure alone from the service provider. We have a lot of infrastructure service providers out there. We can take Microsoft Azure. We have Google Cloud is there. Amazon is also have its own Amazon Cloud is there. And then we have Oracle. So these are all the people who are providing the infrastructure services. So they will provide the infrastructure to you. In this, we will not have our servers and storage in our local. What we will do, they will provide the servers and storage, and we will just install our middleware, we will install our database, we will install our application. Even we have to install the operating system in their servers. So we have to install all these things, and then we can use the application. In this, what is the benefit means? When 1,000 users log in, they will increase the servers and storage accordingly. When 1 billion users log in, they will automatically increase the number of servers and storage according to the demand or according to the load in the system. So based on the number of users use it, or based on the resources which we use it, we have to pay on monthly basis. So this will reduce the overhead, and this is like leasing a property or renting a property. And every month, instead of building our own home, we are just paying the rent to our house owner. Similar to that, if we build our own home, we have to spend bare minimum 30 lakhs. Take an example. But if we just rent it, we can rent 10,000 or 20,000 rupees per month. So it is very similar to renting a property. We will just rent the servers and storage, and that is called as the infrastructure as a service. Okay, in the infrastructure as a service, so the storage, servers, networking is done by the service provider, and we will just install the database, runtime, and then applications we will install on it, and we will use it. Okay, so in this, this is called as the infrastructure as a service. So, and even there is another service called as a platform as a service. In the platform as a service, even the service provider will take care of the middleware and runtime as well. So only thing is, we have to install our application and database, and we can use it. This is like even renting the furnitures as well. So IaaS is like renting only the apartment. This is even renting the furnitures as well. All the things which is needed, maybe fridge, AC, everything, we are just renting it. On top of it, we are just straight away, we are just like we will just install some of the applications, and then we will just install the database, and we can use the application straight away. So this is called as the PaaS, and in PaaS you can do all sort of customization. In PaaS Cloud, we have access to the database, we have access to the application, so we can do any type of customization, any complex customization we can build in platform as a service. This is the next offering. And then the last offering is called as the software as a service. In software as a service, everything is done by the service provider itself. Like even the database and application is also maintained by the service provider. Mainly, to maintain, for the maintenance also, they will just take care. Even upgrading or applying a patch or bouncing a server, everything is taken care by the service provider. So we do not have any control over the complete application. So the Fusion application, supply chain application, which you are going to learn, it's a SaaS offering. So one person have rightly, Hemant, he rightly pointed out. So this Fusion application which you are going to learn is a SaaS offering. So in the market, if you see an opening called SaaS consultant or Oracle Fusion consultant or Oracle Cloud consultant, everything is same. So you can just apply for this thing. So we are going to work in the SaaS offering. But in this SaaS offering, we can do only limited customization. So in case if you want to create an interface, so now let us talk about the RISE. Okay, before I go into that, till this point, do anyone have any questions? Is everyone clear what is a SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS?
Yes.
Okay, please try to be interactive so that it will be good. Okay, so now we will talk about the RISE. Okay, RISE. You might have heard about this terminology called RISE. It's nothing but reports, interfaces, conversions, and then extensions. Okay, these terminology you might have heard in recent years. RISE, or even they will call it as Chemily as well. This is conversion, extension, modification, localization, and integration. Okay, so they call it as Chemily as well, RISE or Chemily. So the reports you can, like, let me just put over here. So what you can achieve it. So in Fusion application, Fusion SAS, I'm talking about Fusion SAS, and here we can call it as Fusion PAS. So in report, you can just develop the BI publisher report. So within Fusion SAS application, you can use the BI publisher to develop any complex reports. That is very much possible. But only thing is, you cannot update anything back into the application. So there is something called pre-trigger and post-trigger will be there, right? In e-business suite, we will use that concept, pre-trigger and post-trigger. So before you run the report, you will just update certain parameters into the table. Then after you run that report, then again you update back the parameters into the table. So that updating back anything into the table is not at all possible in SAS offering. Okay? So this is BI publisher. So for developing a report, you can use BI publisher. For developing an interface, you have two options. If you want to use web service or REST API based integrations you can do. So just by calling the web service and REST API from any other system, then you can just maybe create an order, create an item, create a purchase order, you can do a material transaction. Everything you can do through this web service and REST APIs. But if you want to do a complex custom integration, then you have to, if you want to do a complex interfaces, then you have to go for PaaS Cloud only. Okay, this is on the interfaces. Then talking about the conversion. So here all the conversions you can do it through FPDA, file-based data input. Populate all the correct data into the FPDA, then load it into the system that will be loaded into it. But in case if you want to do lot of validations and lot of cleansing, then a complex conversions, we can call it as a complex conversions, can be done only in the PaaS Cloud. So we have to separately purchase this offering, PaaS. And then the last one is extension. In extension is not at all possible in SAS. You can do only in PaaS. Extensions is nothing but you have to create a new custom page, and in that custom page you will show some custom data. All those things you cannot do in SAS. You can do only in PaaS. So this is the architecture supported in Fusion application. So if you have any questions, you let me know.
If I need an order management for my company, I should use SAS or PaaS. If I have complex interfaces, I can choose one of it.
Okay, so normally people are understanding like the application will come in PaaS and SAS form. It is not true. The Fusion application if you want to use order management, definitely you have to purchase SAS. There is no doubt in that. You have to purchase SAS. All the modules which is available in Fusion application is available only in SAS offering. You do not have the order management or procurement or item management in PaaS offering. In the SAS offering, you will have all the vanilla product. They call it as vanilla product, right? Base product. So all the base products are available in SAS. So you want to purchase any module, you have to purchase the SAS offering only. But on top of it, you want to do some customization or complex integration or complex conversion or extension, then you have to separately purchase the PaaS. In PaaS, you will do only customization. You will not have any base product in PaaS.
Can you explain what you mean complex interfaces or conversion?
Okay, complex integration. Let me give you an example. You are creating, for example, there is a restaurant-based restaurant outlet is there. Let's take the KFC chickens. So they are using one system for billing, right? They will have a ERP system as well, centralized ERP system, but they will use a billing system, and in that billing system, they will enter the receipt, or they will enter the order entry whenever customer walk in, and they will just enter the order entry, and then they will deliver the order within 5 seconds. So they will not create that order in e-business suite, or they will not create that order in Fusion application directly. What they will do, they will just use a EC system, which will they can just select the item which they want based on the menu, and they can place the order. Then that particular orders which they created will be converted into a flat file, and then that flat file will come into Fusion application. Then in the Fusion application, you have to read the flat file, and then you have to map it to the Oracle Oracle columns, and then you have to create that order into system. So this is kind of a complex integration.
So I'll tell you another thing. All POS systems will use complex interfaces?
Yes, we can say it should be complex, because, or else if you want to use a simple integration, what will happen? Immediately when they place the order in the POS system, then a web service call should be called, and then web service call should pull that information from the POS system, and it should directly insert that record into our Fusion application. If we can achieve this, then we don't need a pass. We can do it within SAS. Okay, in case if we can achieve this, but in 90% of the cases, they will not do it, because it's very much time consuming. Per day, they will do 10,000 orders or 20,000 orders will be placed in each and every outlet. So 10,000 times they have to call that web service, and they have to push the data into system. So it will lead to slowness in the system. There will be a lot of other complications out there. Okay. Instead of that, they will just do this complex integration. They will just get it as a flat file every day. Then the flat files will come into the SFTP folder, process them, and then push it into the Fusion application. So for this is called as an example of a complex integration, and for which you need a pass.
Okay.
So can we buy both?
Yes.
And integrate both?
Yes. You can buy both. 1 second. Yeah.
I think we should. I mean, we should have both. Looks like. I mean.
1 minute. Let me clarify. You can buy both. For example, the base product you have to buy in SaaS. That is for sure. Base product you have to purchase in SaaS offering only. In the PaaS offering, you have to buy it only for doing this integrations or complex integrations or extensions. If you want to build that, you have to go for PaaS. For running a SaaS application, you might need 1 lakh per month for a moderate customer. Like we can say, very small customers, we can say they can spend 1 lakh per month. They will be able to maintain the SaaS offering. But for maintaining a PaaS offering, they have to spend at least 3 lakh per month. That's actually $5,000. The base package is called as the $5,000 per month, which is almost 3 lakh rupee per month they have to spend if they want to maintain a PaaS. I have given a very rough figure for your understanding.
So basically, you have to take both, means 4 lakhs per month. I mean, just both.
Right. You have to pay 4 lakh per month so that you can just maintain a SaaS instance as well as a PaaS instance.
Okay.
So, but Ram, you will be having other tools as well, right? To have the complex interfaces like a Kafka and other things.
Other tools in the sense? Can you give me an example? Other tools means?
Like a Kafka.
Sorry?
A Kafka.
Kafka.
Yeah.
No, sorry, I don't have any idea about that product.
But Anish. So what he is saying is, I mean, whatever tool you use to get the request order to, once the order comes to Fusion, right? So Fusion can receive either a web service request or a REST API request or a flat file. So if web service or REST API request came to Fusion, then it can handle with SaaS. But the request came as a flat file or any other format other than web service and REST API, you need to have a pass.
Exactly. Rightly pointed out. Yes. Okay. Is this clear now?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So as part of now coming back to thing. And that's what I said. If in the SaaS offering, it is limited to customization. We can do customization, but it is very limited to customization. If you want the complex customization and all, you have to purchase a PaaS offering as well. But in PaaS offering, you can do any sort of complex customizations. You can just do it. And in SaaS offering, even you cannot access the backend. Access the backend means you cannot update the table. You cannot even use a SQL developer or code to access the backend in Fusion in SaaS offering. You have to use the BI publisher only to access the BI publisher to access the backend. But in SaaS, this PaaS in the platform as a services, you can do all updates. You can do. You can use Toad or SQL developer, anything you can use it to update the information into their tables in PaaS. You will not have the tables in SaaS, which it will not be available in PaaS. You have an item table in SaaS. If you want the same item in PaaS for some customization, you have to do it. Then you have to pull the information from SaaS and push it into PaaS table and maintain the same data to do some customization or to do some calculation. You got it? Okay. Any questions till this point?
So basically, you are saying that we cannot update any transactions in SaaS?
Right. In SaaS, you cannot touch any table.
Okay.
You cannot touch. Even if
you cannot touch manually.
No, when
you can touch,
you can touch, but using web services, right?
Sorry. So can you repeat?
You can update. Transaction using web service or REST API, but you cannot.
That we can do. So you can use all the interface table route. So even in interface table, you cannot directly insert a record using a SQL. You have to use the FBDA. Using the FBDA, you can just load the data into interface table. Then from the interface table, you can process it and then you can just update the data. For example, you want to update 100 purchase order, 100 sales order, or 100 items. Use the FBDA, load the data in update mode. That will go into interface table. Then run the standard program. That will update the data into the system. You cannot touch the base table at any point of time to update the information. Even interface table, you cannot insert the record using the SQL queries. Only way is you can use the FBDA or interface table approach or REST API in web service to update the information into the system. But in PaaS, you can do whatever you want. That is very much possible in PaaS. Clear?
So do they expose the public API for all these transactions in SaaS?
What do you say? You have the list of APIs. Is that your question?
Yeah, did they publish any public APIs which you can use?
Yes, we have. We have all the APIs of that. We can go to docs.oracle.com. Let me go to docs.oracle.com. There you can see all the APIs and everything is available. So I'm in the docs.oracle. And we have a separate session on this documentation part. So since the question pop-up I'm showing, let me go to maybe procurement. If you want to see all the APIs in procurement, I'll go into integrate. In the integrate, you can see REST APIs, review REST API services. So here you can see, go to REST API procurement, you can see all the REST APIs which is available. You can see purchase order, go to purchase order, get all purchase order, get one purchase order, submit a purchase order for approval, communicate a purchase order. So these are all the REST APIs which is available. So this can be used from any Java applications.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so now hope you are clear with SaaS, PaaS, and like where we can do customization, where we cannot do customization, where we can update table. With this thing, is it very clear? It should be crystal clear so that you can consult whenever the client come and ask you whether I need to do any customization for this. You can say, okay, you need PaaS or you need SaaS. This suggestion need to be given by the consultants. That's we have to give them the suggestion. So you should be very clear with this. Clear? Shall we move to the next topic?
Yes, Ram.
Okay, and thank you. So here you can see next we are going to see the list of offerings which is available in Fusion application, and out of which what are all the offerings which we are going to concentrate in our training. So in Fusion application, we have almost all the offerings like financial, human capital management, procurement, supply chain, customer relationship management. Lot of HR, a lot of cloud is there. Lot of cloud offering is there. So, and as part of the supply chain management, as part of our training, we are going to concentrate on two cloud offerings. One is called supply chain management and another one is called procurement. Because if we want to say as a supply chain consultant, we should be able to handle two flows, procure to order to cash flow. Two flows you should be call ourselves as a supply chain consultant. So even make to order flow is there. All those things are there. But in the market now we have lot of openings for procurement and financials and some minimal openings for supply chain. But in near future, maybe in another 3-4 months or in 6 months, we will get lot of other openings for supply chain as well. It's going to come. Okay. So now we will talk about, okay, so we in our training, we are, okay, I'm hearing some echo. So maybe you can go on mute. Whenever you have any questions, you can unmute yourself. Okay. Thank you. 1 minute. Okay, you can unmute yourself if you have a question. So, as part of the training, we are going to handle this Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Management. In Fusion Supply Chain Management, we have 3 submodules. One is called Oracle Product Master Data Management, and then we have Inventory Management and Cost Management is the second module, and then Distributed Order Orchestration, Global Order Promising is the third module. So actually inventory management, cost management, shipping and receiving is actually under inventory management. Product master data management, where we will just create the items and maintenance of items, is the only activity in the PIM module, product data management. Then distributed order orchestration and global order promising is for the order management. So in the supply chain management, all these modules are covered. And then in Fusion procurement, we will be covering the purchasing, self-service procurement, sourcing, supplier portal. So these are all the 4 modules which will be covered in our Oracle Fusion procurement module: purchasing, self-service procurement, and then sourcing and supplier portal. We can just discuss about the purchasing contracts, but not in detail because I do not have implementation experience with purchasing contracts. But we have implemented this all 4 modules for one of the client: purchasing, self-service procurement, sourcing, and supplier portal. So if you see the course content, so it is divided into 5 sections. First one is introduction. In the introduction, we will actually today we are discussing about the introduction to cloud, SaaS, PaaS, and IaaS overview, and the SCM cloud capabilities. So these are all things which we are discussing today. Then in our next session, we will discuss about the navigation basics and resources. What are all the documents available and how to navigate through the system. That is the agenda for tomorrow's session. So likewise, we will go through this particular course content completely for next 45 days. So starting from introduction will be for around 7 to 8 sessions, where we understand about how to create the roles, how to create the users, how to set up the security, and how to do the enterprise structure, where are all the Oracle Cloud documents are there, what are all the table structures which is available, and how to enable an offering for your client. All those things we will be understanding in the introduction module. So then we will go into the product data hub. In the product data hub, we will see about how to create the item and maintenance of item. So that is available in the product data hub module. So there are a lot of topics available: how to load the item using FPDA, how to use the item rules. All those things we will be covering in the product data hub. That will be for 10 sessions. Then we will go into the inventory management. We will do the complete inventory management implementation, starting from the inventory or sub-inventory, locators, lot control, serial control, different types of transactions like sub-inventory transfer, miscellaneous transaction, inter-organization transfer, transfer order, which is the replacement for IRISO, transfer order, and then cycle counting, physical inventory, min-max planning, and you can see these topics are available over here. So lot control, serial control transaction, issue and transfer of material, warehouse receiving, cycle min-max planning, cycle counting, physical inventory, and then costing end-to-end implementation. So just a pointer over here. So costing will be done at the inventory org level in e-business suite, but in Fusion application it will be done at the item category level. So we have a very robust structure available. So we have to do a implementation of this costing separately. So we will cover the inventory management module, and once we cover the inventory management, we will go into procurement, where we will do the end-to-end implementation of the procurement with something like this. Okay, now for the B28 batch, this particular implementation is going on. Today we just completed the implementation, and similar to that, we will just cover for you as well. So we'll do the end-to-end implementation of procurement. Then we will do the self-service procurement, supplier model as well, how to create the supplier, how to register the supplier, supplier approvals, all those things we will cover. Then we will go into approval, how to set up the approvals in the business process management, how to set up the approvals for requisition, purchase order, like supplier registration, all those things we will cover in the approval management. Then we will understand about the self-service procurement, and then we will do the sourcing and the transaction account builder as well. How to default the charge account, accrual account, and variance account. So this will be covered. So as part of the procurement, we will do the end-to-end implementation, and we will cover all 4 modules. Then once we cover the procurement, then we will go into order management. So in the order management, we will cover the end-to-end implementation of order management. So something similar to this. You can see something similar to this. We will cover the end-to-end implementation of order management. And when we cover the end-to-end implementation, we will also cover the content as well. So we will set up the pricing, and then we will set up the GOP, global order promising. We will set up the order orchestration. Then we will set up the shipping, and then we will complete the order management implementation. Okay, so the complete implementation, when we do, the course content for the order management will also be over. So this is, and also we will cover the transformation rules and all, pre-transformation, product transformation, post-transformation. So this is the agenda for order management module. Then finally, we will spend 2 sessions for the reports, OTBI report development with SQL and without SQL. We will see how to develop a BI publisher report with SQL and without SQL also we can develop. So how we can just develop that report will be covered. So total agenda which we have for next 45 to 50 sessions. Okay, if you have any questions in the modules which is covered, you can let me know.
So is it the same order we need to go, or we can change this order? I mean, the reason why I'm asking is we are more interested on order management than procurement and all. So is it possible to switch these or not?
Actually, you need to understand the remaining 3 modules so that you can go into order management module. So for a purpose only, we kept the order management as the last module, because you need to know how the transactions happen in Fusion. Because even if you already know e-business suite, here the transactions are a little bit different. How to create the item itself is a little bit different. How to set up the transactions is different. And the receiving, shipping, there are differences in each and every transaction you do. At least 10 or 20% difference is there. So first you need to understand how to set up the item. Then you have to understand how to set up the inventory transaction. Then you have to understand the procurement, complete procurement part, and then only you can go to order management, which will use all these modules together to do the order orchestration. Yeah.
Okay.
Clear? That is the reason we are actually we are doing the order management in the last. So that's why the flow is created like that.
The item which we are using in order management, we need to have good knowledge on the item, how it is being managed.
Right.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. So, I mean, maybe this question is maybe for me, because most of the people, I think they have already at least some knowledge of SCM background. So I don't have anything. I mean, so do you think I can able to pick it up, or maybe do I need to have a separate session or something for just a basics of how SCM works, or will you cover in the
you don't need a separate session. So actually in every batch at least 1 or 2 freshers will come. So for them also for them also to understand everything from the basics only, it will be taken. Before every session we will have 10 to 15 minutes of discussion, of generic discussion of why we are doing that. If we don't do, what will happen? So then who will be performing this transaction? So that approach we will use it. Who, what, why. So this for everything we will just follow this particular approach. So you will be able to understand it. But only request is, after each and every session, go and do the practice. Just by attending the session, you will get lost after some time. After each and every session, do the practice. Then definitely within 40-45 days, you will become the consultant for this particular module. Okay. and actively participate. If you don't understand, ask me questions. Then you should be able to learn it by end of this particular training.
And
May I ask a stupid question?
Yeah, please.
So one of the objective is to get the 2019 certification, right? So that's the objective from the company, not from us. So I'm trying to figure out how is this training aligned to that certification.
Okay. If you just to open the course or just to open the topics which is used for the certification, actually the course content is completely the topics of that particular certification only. The course content which you see, it's the topic of the certification topics. So if you do the practice, whatever I'm showing in the session, if you do the practice properly, definitely 50% of the questions you should know the answer by default, because when you do the practice only you can answer it. Then apart from that, I will share you certain documents. In the documents you will have some sample questions for this module, so you can just go through that, and then that will help you to clear the certifications.
Ram, you mean to say you will be sharing some dumps?
No, that is not part of this particular. We are not promising for that. Dumps is separately. We are not advising anyone to go by the dumps.
Okay.
Prepare it properly. Do the certificate. Even if you do one certification, do it properly. That is my advice. But that is my advice. I have completed all the certification: product management, inventory management, order management, and procurement. I have never used any dumps.
Okay.
So only if you do like that, you will have the confidence when you attend the interview. When you write and certification with some dumps, then in the question, you when you have a certification, you are expected to answer all the questions in the interview. If you could not answer the questions, then we will lose the confidence. So don't go by dumps. Do the practice properly. I will share you some documents. I will show you some sample questionnaires. Go by that, and then you take the exam. Then you will have a very good confidence. Even if you do one certification, do it properly. Okay, that is my advice. Then it's up to the students, and you will have your own priorities. That I don't want to discuss about that, but don't go by dumps. Do it on yourself. Then you will be able to definitely excel in that particular module.
Okay, Ram. Sure. Thank you.
Fine. Nitin here. So you're saying that we have a certification for order management, procurement separately, right? In the same way, if you go for a consultant job, do we have you'll be approached as a SCM consultant, or you'll be approached as order management consultant or procurement consultant?
It's based on the company you're going to join. If you join a small company, one consultant will take care of all 4 modules. If you join a big company, like maybe if you take maybe the big 4s, Deloitte, KPMG, EY, PwC, you will be doing just only one module, and even in that one module you will be doing a little bit of the part, but you will be master in that particular part. Okay, but if you go into some small companies which will be doing the implementation, for example, I will give you some example like 4A apps or some chains. Small companies are there. So if you go into such companies, you should know all 4 modules or 5 modules, because you will be called a supply chain consultant and you have to take care of all these modules. But in big companies, you will be given only one module, and even if you take inventory management, in inventory management you will be doing very little bit piece. Maybe you will see all type of transactions, and then you will be doing cycle counting process. That's all. Even min-max planning and then costing will be done by another consultant. So it will be like that. So if you want to fetch a job in the market, you should know all 5 modules. You got it?
Yeah, I'm clear.
And even in the very big companies, they will look for at least expertise in 2 modules or 3 modules. They will not recruit a person. Even in big company, if I go and say I know only inventory management, they will not recruit me. At least 2 to 3 modules I should have a very good knowledge, so that they can place me in any of the project. I will not stick to just one module. So it's at least 2 certification you have to do, and then all 5 modules you should learn, so that you will be able to get a job in the market easily.
Ram, 5 modules in the sense?
No, there is no 5 modules. Introduction is common for everyone. It's not considered as a module. 4 modules.
Okay.
Okay.
So you said these five, to cover these five topics, it will be like 45 to 50 sessions, right? So will it be like a 45 days, or you're going to
Yes.
take
It will
2-3
be 45
sessions?
days. 45
Okay.
working days, Monday to Friday. So the session will go for at least 2 months, complete 2 months.
Okay, I mean, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, Ram, the timings will be from 8 itself, right?
Same timing, 8 to 9 or 8 to, maybe I might take 10 or 15 minutes more to complete a topic. Someday we will just complete 3 or 5 minutes earlier. So it will be, I don't know, you can just schedule it till 9:30, 8 to 9:30, the time you should dedicate yourself.
Okay, that's great.
So will get any application to practice?
Yes. We will share you once you register, we will share you the instance, and in that instance you can just do all the configurations and executions. Whatever I'm doing, you will be able to do in that instance. And if there is any issue in that instance, we will share you a backup instance, and in that instance you can do the practice, because sometimes you can expect the instance will go down for 1 week or so. So in that 1 week we will provide you a backup instance, and in that instance you can do the practice. And once the instance is refreshed and back, and you can just take it. Okay.
Ram, do you have any like a fast track or something? The reason why I'm asking is I mean, our organization have a requirement, like we need to finish our certification by mid of December. I mean, so we are
mid of December, right? Mid of December. Okay. Mid of December means you are good actually. I think mid of December we will complete 3 modules by that time. Almost 2.5 modules we will complete. We will complete.
Yeah, that is the deadline they put. I mean, so but I mean, so at least we need to finish at least by December first week, so that we can prepare a little bit, and then we can write before, and I mean mid of December. So I mean, I understand this. I mean, the way we are going in this batch may not work, but I mean, do you have any other batches which can be do fast track, or I mean maybe per day?
Okay. For you maybe I can give an advice. So this actually, but it will be like jumping between 2-3. So only for you, these others don't take this advice, because he want to do it a little bit quicker. So there is
not just me. Actually, we are 3 or 4 in this call.
So there is another batch which is happening from 7 to 8. So in that batch now procurement is started. Okay.
No, I don't want to jump. I mean, so what I'm asking is, I don't want to, bypass the topics and go to the last topic and learn it. I'm asking, do you have any batch which can be like a fast track batch? Like, I mean, instead of having 1 hour session, maybe 2 hour session a day or 3 hour session a day, whatever, or we can sit on weekends.
At this moment, we don't have any. But there will be a couple of students who will be coming with this requirement. Okay, if there is any such requirement, then I will try to pull you into that batch. So now, as of now, you can start in this batch, complete the introduction part and product data hub. Or else in another 1 week, maybe once the introduction and product data hub is completed, I will let you know. Once the order management is started, maybe you can just join that batch. But in this batch also, you can continue. There is no problem in that. Since you want it a little bit quicker, 7 o'clock batch also you can join, and 8 o'clock batch also you can join. So you can just link everything, and then you can learn it accordingly. In case if you want it quicker, you can just do like that. Maybe for first 1 week till we complete introduction and half of product management, you can continue in this batch, and after that I'll let you know. You can join the order management as well for the end-to-end implementation. So by mid of December, starting of December, you can do 1 or 2 certification. You can try for order management certification, and then once we complete the inventory management here, you can do the inventory management certification. Clear? Okay. So any other questions, anyone?
So Ram, will you share any study material or activity guide?
Okay, so I do have, we have activity guides are there, but those are all, I'll show you those activity guides, but those are all very old activity guides. Not very old, but this is a little bit old. I'll let you know why we don't have that, because now Oracle have restricted everything. We could not download any of the course material. So we have to, let me show you the document. For example, you can see. So this particular documents we have. for day 1, day 2. So you can see, for example, this is these documents are there. So I can just share this document with you. This will have the step-by-step go to BPM worklist, do the task and configuration. So it will have the step-by-step like option to do that particular configuration and execution. But this is actually, you can see this is little bit old, which is almost 18-year 18B. But now we are in 19C. So here and there some changes will be there. So you can just use this document. Definitely you can use this document and then you can do the practice. So such documents are there, we can share it with you. But it is not available for all the modules. And I have prepared certain document for the end-to-end execution. I'll just show that to you. So such documents also I will share it with you. Let's see. This is the document which I have prepared for the back-to-back process and also for the drop shipment process. So when you can just use this document with this screenshots. So you can see in the screen we have taken the screenshot and we have just highlighted what is the field which you need to modify, how to set up the rules. Everything will be explained with the screenshot. And after you attend the session, if you use the screenshot, then you will be able to perform this kind of.
Okay.
This is, to be honest, this is available for a few flows. So whatever documents which I will have, I will just share it with you. But you can just go through the videos and do the same practice. Then you should be able to do it. Clear?
Okay. Ram, one more question. So ideally, currently I'm working on R12 EBs. So for example, I'm approaching a client who want to shift from R12 to Fusion. So basically they'll ask what is the difference in Fusion in R12. So that kind of information, we're going to cover that kind of information?
Yes. Like I have did 2 e-business suite implementations as well. So I would always compare for each and every topic. I will compare what is there in e-biz and what is the change which happened in Fusion application. So we will do that comparison. So and then you by end of the training, you should be able to compare yourself with the e-business suite and Fusion. That should not be a problem for you.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Fine. Okay, so if you have any other questions, you can let me know. Or else this is the contact number and email address. You can just directly contact Ravi at rainbowtraininginstitute.com. You can see Ravi at rainbowtraininginstitute.com is the email address, or this is the mobile number 8686193926. You can send a WhatsApp message and he will be assisting you with the instance, access to the instance or access to the videos or payment link, everything. Any questions you can just ask him and he will be assisting you. And for any subject matter things, you can just, for example, if you are getting an error while you do the transaction, you just capture the screenshot, and in the next session whenever we connect, you can show me the screenshot. For first 5 minutes we will just see the screenshot and then I will tell you what is the error you have did and how to resolve that issue, and then we will proceed with the instance. So if you have any subject matter, I will be there for the contact, and if there is any other videos and instance related thing, this particular number will be there to assist you. So if you have any further queries, you can just reach out to Ravi and he will be assisting you to register and all those things. Okay. So if you have any questions, let me know, or else we can connect tomorrow and we will continue with our topic. So first 2 sessions of free of cost. So today we have completed this particular session, and tomorrow we will be completing the navigation basics and resources. So these 2 sessions of free of cost, and from Monday it will be a paid session. So you can, before that, even today, you can just reach out to Ravi and you can just register and make the payment.
Ram, can you send this document to us like a course content?
Yes, I can definitely send. 1 minute. 1 minute. I just got a ping. Okay. Also, there is a question like, do you provide any hard copy of material? So till now we don't have any hard copy of material. Like we will provide only the soft copies. Okay, 1 minute. I'll just try to send this course content. So this course content is available in the website as well. So you can go into the rainbowtraininginstitute.com. Okay, you can go into rainbowtraininginstitute.com, and then there you can just go to the trainings, and here you can see you can go to Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Training. You can see go to Oracle Fusion Supply Chain Training. You will be able to see the complete course content which is available over here. You can see whatever I have shown over here, that course content is available in this.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just ping you this link in the meeting chat. So you can just maybe directly copy this, and you will be able to access this particular course content. Okay. So any other questions, anyone?
I'm good.
Okay. So
Thanks, thanks, Ram.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining, and we will connect again tomorrow. Okay. Thank you. Thanks everyone.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
Ram.
Have a good day.
Yeah.